Good morning. Welcome back to JPCE Spiritual Talk. It's Jared Campbell. So this morning is going to be a really quick update from this one. I'm going to read something from Telegram. It's from Marjorie Taylor Greene. Right? She's a U.S. Congresswoman. Right? Heather and I follow a lot of people on Telegram. So last night she posted this to Telegram, and I thought it was worth sharing. Right? So let's dig into this. Right? So I'm going to read exactly what she wrote. It's going to be her words, not mine. I'm going to put the link in the description box. So Marjorie Taylor Greene, a U.S. Congresswoman, right? She wrote this on Telegram. This is what she posted, right? It says, tonight, as the House is debating the National Defense Authorization Act, we find out that Joe Biden is calling up reserves to Operation Atlantic Resolve, which is the unofficial operation supporting the war in Ukraine, right? I'm going to read that again, right? So tonight, as the House is debating the National Defense Authorization Act, we find out that Joe Biden is calling up reserves to Operation Atlantic Resolve, which is the unofficial operation supporting the war in Ukraine. This is interesting, right? Then she goes on to say, the National Defense Authorization Act needlessly contains, listen attentively, $300 million for Ukraine. After Congress already sent $113 billion last year. Now, a few days ago, I read an article about the monies that was sent to Ukraine, the top 10 donors. And I know I said in my video that I bet that the numbers are higher than what we see in that article. I'm starting to wonder if I was right? So I'm going to read what she wrote again. She said, the NDAA, which is the National Defense Authorization Act, needlessly contains $300 million for Ukraine after Congress already sent $113 billion last year. According to the article, we only spent less than $50 billion, right? And I said, I wonder if the numbers are higher. Once again, just sharing the information that comes out. Then she goes on to say, right? So Marjorie Taylor Greene goes on to say, many in the Senate is demanding that Ukraine join NATO. You know, this is bad, right? If they're demanding Ukraine to join NATO, well, here, I'm going to give y'all a thought. Ukraine's already part of NATO, right? NATO has already accepted Ukraine. With all the billions they're giving Ukraine, Ukraine is in NATO. This has been a proxy war, right? And now that NATO has decided to cancel the treaty, that 1997 treaty that both NATO and Russia signed, NATO's now canceling that treaty. That could explain why we're calling up reserves, right? Just have to listen to what's being said to us, right? And use our minds and open up. So she goes on to say, many in the Senate is demanding that Ukraine join NATO. Once that happens, listen to what she's saying, right? Once that happens, America will have boots on ground in Ukraine. I'm thinking by fall, we could have American boots on ground in Ukraine. By fall. Could be sooner, it could be later. But I'm thinking, after what I'm reading here and what I'm sharing with all of you, I think by fall, we will have American boots on ground, okay? Then she closes out by saying we should be negotiating peace, not funding and fueling war. And that's how she ended her message on Telegram, okay? So we're sending another 300 million on top of 113 billion that was sent last year. Now remember, in the article I read, we only sent less than 50 billion, right? I always knew that numbers could be a little higher, but do we know for a fact, right? No. All we can do is go by what the information is given. That's why we take the time and read. That's why we take the time and think, right? But what Marjorie Taylor Greene is saying is that this is huge, right? They're demanding that Ukraine join NATO. I think Ukraine's already part of NATO just by all the money that's been given to it, right? But once they officially join NATO, right, officially, this is big. This is huge. So how fast are they going to move this? Because I'm thinking by fall, we'll have boots on the ground. I think that they're going to push this as quickly as they can. I could be wrong, but that's where I'm at. I just wanted to share this really quick message with all of you, right? Keep you updated on what's going on, what everybody's saying, right? Doesn't matter where they're from or what they do. All information is good, right? So link is in the description box. Thank you all so much for following. This is JPCE Spiritual Talk, right? Never hold back. May the Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face shine upon you, be merciful to you. The Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace. Name the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit, both now and forever. The sages. Amen. I love you all. I'm out.